HarlequinAudio is proud to bring you Shelter in a Soldier's Arms by Susan Mallory, a Harlequin best-selling author collection novel, performed by Tanya with bonus book Donovan's Child by Christine Rimmer, performed by Will Damron. Chapter 1. There was trouble. Jeffrey Ritter sensed it even before he spotted the flashing light on the security console mounted in his car. At 5 o'clock in the morning, the offices of Ritter/Rankin Security should have been locked down and empty. According to the red flashing light, the building was neither. Jeff touched several buttons on the console to confirm the information. The front and rear doors were locked, but inner doors were open. Lights were on as well, he noted, as he drove into the parking lot and headed for a spot to the left of the double glass doors. Glass that was deceptively clear but could, in fact, withstand severe artillery fire and a small bomb blast. Trouble, he thought again as he put the car into park and turned off the engine. He popped the trunk of his black BMW and stepped out onto the damp pavement. Although it wasn't raining, the air was heavy and wet, as if the Seattle skies were about to do their thing at any moment. Jeff circled the vehicle and removed his personal firearm, which he checked and slipped into a specially designed holster. Next came the black stunner, designed to immobilize an attacker without permanent injury. He punched buttons on his phone, setting it to standby so that a single touch would alert his partner and the authorities. He didn't usually get the latter involved in his operations, but his office was in downtown Seattle. The local police wouldn't appreciate a pre-dawn shootout, and they would absolutely expect an explanation. He turned his attention to the quiet building. Nothing looked out of place, but in his experience that was common. Danger rarely announced itself with a neon sign. Jeff walked quickly and quietly, moving around the building to a side entrance without a lock. Only a small keypad allowed access. He tapped in the code and waited for the door to unlock. If someone was waiting in the small alcove, the door wouldn't open. There was a slight snick as the locking mechanism released and he entered the protective space tucked along the main corridor. He was surrounded on 3 sides by glass, coded to be a 2-way mirror. Dropping into a crouch, he surveyed the length of the corridor. Nothing. From the corner of his eye, he caught a flicker of movement in the east hallway. It was gone before he could register who or what it was. Damn. Still crouching, Jeff pushed the concealed button to let himself out into the corridor. He hurried in the direction of the movement, keeping low, running soundlessly. As he rounded the corner, he reached for both the gun and the stunner, only to slam to a halt, as immobilized as if he'd just taken a jolt from his own weapon. Breath left his lungs. Involuntary impulses forced him to his feet, even as he slipped the weapons out of sight. He didn't remember making a sound, yet he must have, because the intruder turned and looked at him. "You have to be quiet, 'cause Mommy's sleeping." In less than a second, he'd scanned the immediate area and absorbed all that he saw. No dangerous intruders, at least not in the traditional sense, which was unfortunate. Jeff Ritter knew what to do when facing an insurrection, a terrorist hit squad, or even a stubborn client. But he had absolutely no experience with children, especially little girls with big blue eyes. She was small, barely coming to mid-thigh on him. Dark, shiny curls caught the overhead light. She wore pink kitten motif pajamas and fluffy cotton candy-colored slippers. A stuffed white cat filled her arms. He blinked, half wondering if she was an illusion. But she remained stubbornly real, as did the woman on the floor beside her. Jeff took in the cart of cleaning supplies and the woman's casual worn clothes. Grown-ups he could handle, and he quickly catalogued her flushed face, closed eyes, and the trace of sweat on her forehead. Even from
Sample complete. Ready to continue?